These days, it seems like we are all in need of a long vacation, including our four-legged furry friends. With the arrival of a few vaccines, it feels like this year could finally see travel open up again across UK and Europe. For many Brits, this could mean a long-awaited vacation to Europe with our pets. But there's big news out there for pet owners who live in Great Britain, which includes England, Scotland, and Wales, as well as the Channel Islands and the Isle of Man. From 2021, traveling to the EU will be a bit different than before. That's because the steps for taking your pet to the EU from Great Britain will change from 1 January 2021, when the Brexit transition period ends. Now, the UK government has finally updated its guidance on traveling with pets from Great Britain to the EU. If you've been wondering which category the UK would fall under in the EU's pet travel scheme, the government announced that it would now fall under Part 2 listed. Now, what does this mean? Well, I'll try to be as concise as possible. If you have traveled with your pet from the UK to the EU before, then you'll probably realize that the new rules are not actually that different from the previous rules. The new guidance will require just taking a couple of extra steps before you travel to the EU from the UK with your pet. There are also some key changes for those pet owners who travel between Northern Ireland and Great Britain. So, what are the big changes and requirements for British pet owners who want to travel to the EU? Well, quite possibly, the biggest change is that if you happen to have an EU pet passport that was issued in Great Britain, then it will no longer be valid for travel to the EU or even Northern Ireland from 1 January 2021. Before your dog, cat, or ferret can travel to the EU or Northern Ireland for the first time after the Brexit transition period ends on 1 January 2021, you will need to take the following steps. You might recognize that the steps are actually quite similar to the current process for taking your pet to the EU. But the big difference here is that you will need an animal health certificate instead of a pet passport. So here are the steps. 1. You must have your dog, cat, or ferret microchipped. Vaccinate your dog, cat, or ferret against rabies, and your pet must be at least 12 weeks old before they can be vaccinated. Wait 21 days after the primary vaccination before travel, and visit your vet to get an animal health certificate for your pet, no more than 10 days before travel to the EU. As long as you keep your pet's rabies vaccinations up to date, you will not need to get repeat vaccination for repeat trips to the EU or Northern Ireland. Your pet's animal health certificate will then be valid for 10 days after the date of issue for entry into the EU or Northern Ireland, onward travel within the EU or Northern Ireland for 4 months after the date of issue, re-entry to Great Britain for 4 months after the date of issue. Your pet will also need a new animal health certificate for each trip to the EU or Northern Ireland. Now, if you plan to take your dog directly to Finland, the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Norway, or Malta, then your dog will need tapeworm treatment prior to traveling to these countries. Your dog will need to receive tapeworm treatment 1 to 5 days before arriving in any of these countries. When returning directly to the UK with your pet from Finland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Norway, or Malta, you won't need to treat them for tapeworm. However, tapeworm treatment will be needed if you are returning to the UK from countries not free from tapeworm. This part of travel will be similar to travel with the previous EU and UK pet passport. While Northern Ireland is part of the UK, pet owners will need to follow the same rules as when they're entering the EU. That means pet owners will need an animal health certificate to visit Northern Ireland. The changes that I just went over for pet travel to the EU from the UK will also apply to assistance dogs. The big difference between traveling with pets and assistance dogs are the routes. Assistance dogs can travel on routes that are not approved for pets. The government states that those with assistance dogs must notify the point of entry in advance that they are traveling to with their assistance dog to ensure that the appropriate checks are done. Now, just a few more things. If you are living in the EU and plan to travel with your pet using a UK-issued pet passport, you should speak to your official vet about what to do with this UK pet passport. The new rules also state that you cannot take more than 5 pets to an EU country or Northern Ireland unless you are attending or training for a competition, a show, or a sporting event. Now it might seem like quite a lot of changes, but really the biggest changes here seem to be that the animal health certificate will be replacing the pet passport, and pet owners will also need to use said animal health certificate to enter Northern Ireland. All the procedures for re-entering the UK are still the same, meaning that tapeworm treatments will be necessary 1 to 5 days before arriving in the UK. Unless of course you are coming directly from tapeworm-free countries, which include Finland, the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Norway, or Malta. Anyway, those are the biggest changes for pet travel to the EU from Great Britain from 2021, when the Brexit transition ends. I hope this video has helped all of you out. For more information on pet travel, you can visit rockythetraveler.com. If you liked the video, hit that like button and consider subscribing for pet travel tips and more. Thank you all.